Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology, the science of you, me, and that guy over there who can't seem to decide what to order at a restaurant. We're talking about the intricate workings of the human mind and how they affect our everyday lives. Get ready to explore 10 intriguing psychology facts that will make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself and the people around you. Ever walk into a room and feel like everyone's staring? Like you've got a giant spotlight shining down on you? That's the spotlight effect in action. It's this weird quirk of our brains where we vastly overestimate how much attention others are paying to us. We think our every move is being scrutinized, every blunder broadcasted, but here's the cosmic truth. Most people are so caught up in their own heads, worried about their own spotlights, that they barely register yours. Think about it. When was the last time you meticulously analyzed a stranger's every move? Probably never, right? So next time you feel that spotlight burning, remember it's mostly in your head. Relax, take a deep breath, and enjoy the show. Ever notice how that unfinished project keeps popping up in your mind, demanding attention? You can thank the Zeigarnik effect for that mental to-do list that never seems to end. It's like our brains have this annoying habit of clinging to unfinished tasks, reminding us of their incompleteness. It's why that half-written email or that looming deadline can cause more anxiety than a black hole in a petri dish. But here's the thing, the Zeigarnik effect isn't just about mental torture. It's actually a survival mechanism. Back in the caveman days, remembering to sharpen your spear or gather berries could mean the difference between a hearty meal and, well, becoming the meal. So, how do you quiet this mental chatter? The answer is surprisingly simple. Completion. Break down those daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Even the smallest step towards completion can bring a sense of relief and silence that nagging inner voice. Imagine being stuck in a situation where no matter what you do, nothing seems to change. You try, you fail, you try again, and you fail again. It's enough to make even the most optimistic person lose hope. That's the cruel grip of learned helplessness. It's a psychological phenomenon where repeated exposure to uncontrollable negative events can make us feel powerless to change our circumstances. We start to believe that our efforts are futile, that we're destined to fail. But here's the thing about learned helplessness. It's a learned behavior, which means it can be unlearned. It takes time, effort, and a whole lot of self-compassion. But breaking free from this mental trap is possible. One powerful antidote is to focus on small victories, on the things you can control. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Each step forward, no matter how tiny, chips away at the walls of helplessness and reminds you of your own strength. Chapter 4. Emotional Contagion. Why you should choose your company wisely. Ever walk into a room and instantly feel the energy shift, like you're being bombarded by invisible emotional waves? That's emotional contagion at work. It's this fascinating phenomenon where emotions spread like wildfire, jumping from person to person. Think about it. When you're surrounded by happy, positive people, you can't help but feel your own mood lift. But the opposite is also true. Being around negativity can be as contagious as a yawn, leaving you feeling drained and depleted. So choose your company wisely. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, inspire you, and make you feel like the best version of yourself. Remember, your emotional state is precious. Protect it, nurture it, and choose to be around those who add to its vibrancy. Chapter 5. Fear versus excitement. The thrill is all in your head. Think about the last time you felt your heart racing, your palms sweating, your breath catching in your throat. Was it fear or was it excitement? Here's the mind-blowing part. Our bodies react almost identically to both. That's right. Those butterflies in your stomach, that surge of adrenaline, they're not exclusive to fear. It's all about how our brains interpret these physical sensations. So the next time you're facing a nerve-wracking situation, try reframing your fear as excitement. Tell yourself you're not afraid, you're energized, you're ready. It might sound strange, but this simple mental shift can make all the difference. It can transform crippling fear into a powerful motivator, propelling you towards your goals. Chapter 6, Cognitive Dissonance. When your brain hates being wrong. Ever have two beliefs that clash harder than two black holes colliding? That's cognitive dissonance, and let me tell you, our brains hate it. It's this mental discomfort we feel when we hold conflicting beliefs, values, or attitudes. It's like having two tabs open in your brain, each playing a different song at the same time. To resolve this dissonance, our brains will go to great lengths, even if it means twisting facts or ignoring evidence. Think about it. Have you ever clung to a belief even when presented with overwhelming evidence to the contrary? That's cognitive dissonance at work. It's a powerful force that shapes our perceptions, influences our decisions, and sometimes even prevents us from seeing the truth. Chapter 7. Hedonic Adaptation. Why money can't buy happiness, at least not for long. Ever notice how that new gadget you just had to have loses its luster after a while? Or how that promotion, the one you thought would bring you eternal bliss, just becomes another day at the office? That's hedonic adaptation, my friends. It's this pesky tendency we have to adapt to both good and bad life changes. We experience a surge of happiness or sadness, but then, like a cosmic reset button, we return to our baseline level of contentment. It's why that lottery-winning fantasy, while tempting, wouldn't magically solve all our problems. Sure, we'd experience a temporary high, but eventually we'd adapt to our newfound wealth, and that baseline happiness would return. The key to lasting happiness, it seems, lies not in chasing external rewards, but in cultivating inner fulfillment. Chapter 8. The Pygmalion Effect, the power of high expectations. Ever notice how children who are told they're smart tend to perform better in school? Or how athletes who believe in themselves achieve greater feats? That's the Pygmalion Effect in action, a self-fulfilling prophecy of the highest order. It suggests that our beliefs about ourselves and others can significantly influence our actions and outcomes. When we believe in someone's potential, we treat them differently, we encourage them, we challenge them to rise to the occasion, and guess what? They often do. Our expectations become a self-fulfilling prophecy, shaping their behavior and ultimately their reality. So the next time you interact with someone, remember the power you hold, believe in their potential, nurture their talents, and watch them blossom. Chapter 9. Anchoring Bias. Don't let the first number you see fool you. Ever wonder why that $10,000 watch seems like a steal after you've just looked at a $50,000 one? You've been anchored, my friend. Anchoring bias is this sneaky mental shortcut our brains use to make quick decisions. We latch onto the first piece of information we encounter, the anchor, and use it as a reference point for all subsequent judgments, even if that anchor is completely arbitrary. It's why those limited time offers and 50% off signs are so effective. They anchor us to an inflated price, making the sale seem like a bargain. So, the next time you're about to make a decision, be aware of the anchors that might be influencing your judgment. Take a step back, gather all the information, and don't let yourself be swayed by a well-placed number. Chapter 10. The Barnum Effect. Why horoscopes seem so eerily accurate. Hint, they're not. Ever read your horoscope and thought, wow, that's so me? You're not alone. The Barnum Effect explains why we're so quick to believe vague, general statements apply specifically to us. These statements, often found in horoscopes, personality tests, and fortune cookies, are crafted to be so general that they could apply to almost anyone. But here's the thing. Our brains love to find patterns and meaning even where none exist. So we latch onto these vague pronouncements and interpret them in a way that confirms our existing beliefs about ourselves. It's a reminder that our desire to understand ourselves can sometimes make us vulnerable to deception. So, the next time you come across a personality description that seems eerily accurate, remember the Barnum Effect. Outro, that's all folks, for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the human experience. Remember, the universe may be full of wonders, but none are more awe-inspiring than the intricacies of the human mind. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those brain cells firing. Until next time, stay curious.